Greetings, everyone. It's been a while, but welcome back to Draven's continuing adventures into the Iliac Bay. We have a quest we missed. We have to kill a werewolf for Sandasa. I found this out, thankfully, to a viewer called Dakota Harmony. Which makes sense, since we have not been to Daggerfall at all. And, so let's take a boat there. I don't know if I'm at a port city right now. Let's see where I'm at. I don't know if I could take one here. I know this is Daggerfall. Okay. Can we take a boat from here? No, we have to go to a port. What's closest? Yeah, what's closest? The closest port, I guess we could go to the Laughing Cat Hostel. It'll take 2 days to get there. We don't have any money for an airship. I think that's going to cost way too much. I don't even know how I'm going to get that said airship. But I just really want to see it. You know, it's been months since my last video, and I'm still obsessed with the airship. So from here, and this is one of my favorite Daggerfall tunes, from here, let's take the boat to Daggerfall and handle this mission for Sandasa. Let's take a ship, 300 gold pieces. I guess we'll take the boat recklessly. I mean, yeah, let's waste the travel time, because that way, you know, we at least get some of the you know, the stamina and health and magicka back. You're entering Daggerfall. Perfect. And the same tune is playing. Alright, so this is Draven's first time into Daggerfall. And, you know, you would have thought that we'd have gone here a little bit sooner, but... Oh no, the skirt has broken. Okay, so I think we have to repair an item first. Right? So we saw Market Square. Let's go to a Market Square. But Daggerfall is just one of those games where, like, you might forget certain regions exist. It's just massive. And this is really, like, well laid out. I love the way this is laid out. The colored buildings, red, blue, green. It's very, very festive, very medieval. There's snow falling to the ground. I still think this game looks great, even if it's, you know, ancient. I still think there's a lot of charm to games that look like this. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of games that are clones that are like this. It's sort of a niche sort of thing. Okay, so let's cast Recall here. I mean, I guess it wasn't necessary, but let's go to a tavern, get some rest. And get some food, some ale. I think Draven likes ale, and a breakfast plate. And let's get a room for 2 days. Yeah, the room is free for a knight such as you. So let's check our faction reputation real quick. With Mara, we are initiate. With Order of Raven, we're a keeper. I think I want to do a few things for the Mages Guild, but not yet. I want to get that quest from Sandasa. Let's rest 3 more hours. It couldn't hurt. Your medical skill has improved. I must admit, I don't recall... Okay, so blunt weapon is 63, destruction is 87. That's really good. I know we have used destruction to kill a lot of enemies that Draven can handle. Long blade 76, medical 37, restoration 41, and alteration 24. I don't even know what the classic alteration spells are in Morrowind. I mean, not Morrowind, Daggerfall. I know in Morrowind it's like shield, water walking. I don't know if they classify as alteration in Daggerfall, because it's not really clear, but because apparently I've been using mysticism more. Dodging, etiquette, 45. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We're level 14. Let's repair the skirt and see what else we can repair with our gold. Okay, it doesn't really have anything that fantastic. Alright, let's take this off real quick. Okay, that's terrible. Yeah, there we go. Let's put this back on. I think we're gonna sell the short sword. Alright, it's used. I think we could still get a decent amount from that. Let's sell the Daedric short sword. Everything Daedric is going to be sold. There we go. I know we have more money in the bank of the Hrothgarian Mountains, and some in the wagon, but I think for now... Yeah, maybe, you know what? Let's sell him the Daedric Claymore too. Yeah, let's sell all of it. The longbow... I might keep the longbow, even though it's not really that much use to me. I don't have archery, but I just kind of want to try it. Okay, let's get some good gold for this. 75,790, but we're gonna get ripped off. I'll give the price I only offer to my closest friends and family. The market value of that is much less, but I think I can give you 27,237 gold. I think that will work for now, and we're paid in a letter of credit. Okay, I don't think he can repair the skirt, right? Well, I guess he could, yeah. What about the orcish blade? Let's check the condition of this. Almost new. Slightly used. Our helmet. I guess for now... yeah, okay. Let's take it. You have bargained me long and hard, Sir Draven Silverblood. Let us be done. I would normally charge more, but for you, I only ask 927 gold. Truly, it is but a pittance. We'll take it. Wait, did I even take it back? I think it's automatically transferred. Yeah. Okay. Let's take off this this cloak for now. Let's put on the Khajiit suit. Let's see what is in good condition. Almost new, almost new. Okay, that's in good condition. The pauldrons are good. The Daedric greaves are too expensive to repair. I want to keep them, but I don't know if it's feasible to repair. Like, I don't know if... Yeah, look at that. I wouldn't even be able to, like, afford it. Yeah, it's too much. I may sell the Daedric greaves. I might just keep an orcish set if I find them. But for now, we'll just have them equipped, but I will get to the point of selling them. For now, let's have 2 cloaks on, because Draven is always freezing. We have enough rations, and the camping equipment's good. So, I guess we'll put on the plain robes as well. Anyway, let's not linger here any longer, and let's go to Castle Daggerfall. The cold is seeping into your bones. Yeah, I just don't know how he's always cold. Your strength is reduced. You have water to drink. It's the metal armor, okay. Let's see how much we have in terms of carry weight. I guess I could sell the Elven Cuirass too, but let's just leave it for now. I'll go back and talk to the blacksmith if anything. I'm hoping that somebody will sell some orcish. Okay, I don't know why these knobs are misaligned. All are free to petition His Highness at this time. Do not stray from the audience chamber, lest ye have royal blessing to do so. Always speak politely to the king and queen. And above all, cast no spells within these walls. Do you agree to these terms? Ye. Okay, so I guess that wasn't enough? Yes. Perfect. Let's quickly check my spell book. Troll's Blood, Water Walking. I think for now that should be good. I don't know why Shield is so much. Is Shield alteration in Daggerfall. That's something I'd like to know. But for now, I guess we won't cast it, at least not often. I think Sindasa is in this room. A small heraldic device above the door handle clearly marks this as the private chamber of a... I couldn't read it, but I know it's a member of the royal family. This must be Sindasa, right? No, okay, it's not. And I think we're about to be attacked. Yeah, that's sort of the situation with Daggerfall, isn't it? It's just constant attacks. This is Sindasa, I think. Hey, if I told you I could give you a bit of information, let's say about the letter of Milady, would you be interested there, sir? I thought so. Now, mind you, I ain't giving it away. Before I scratch your back, you gotta scratch mine. Deal? Yes. My name is Sindasa. Perfect. Okay, so this is Sindasa. Daggerfall. I'll tell you everything I know, but I don't need to remind you that there ain't no such thing as free info. Do I, Sir Draven Silverblood, I'm just a maid to Her Highness. Nothing but a fleck to the world, and my needs ain't big. I need this werewolf done in. I know just where it is. Some Kinnereth forsook hole called Tristor Laboratory off the coast over Bethany Way. I can't tell you why, but it's important to me that the werewolf gets put out of its misery. I'll wait here for 153 days for you. That ought to be plenty of time. Okay, so let's... I don't want to kill them, but they make it difficult. Let's keep our blade out just in case. You know, they could have, I guess, made it a bit... You douse the dungeon torch. A bit more relaxed approach. It's not like Draven attacked her or anything. So we know we have to go to Tristor's laboratory. Let's sell some more weapons and armor, and then we will go over there. Maybe buy a new spell. I don't know if we really need any spells right now, really. But I think it doesn't really hurt to check. And then from that point on, I think we get the orcish sort of emancipation quest. I don't recall. But for now, let's sell this this armor set and these weapons. Orcish Warhammer. I'm gonna keep it for now. I think I'm actually going to switch to it for a while. No, I kind of want to keep the longbow. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay. Let's equip the Warhammer. Because I like to sort of switch weapons. I know it's not necessary. A lot of people say, why do you always have like 2 weapon styles? It's sort of just flavor, you know what I mean? Like, I like to switch every now and then. I know it's not the most optimal thing, at least I don't think it is, but, you know, it's a role-playing game. Have some flavor, you know what I mean? Like, just go with what you want your character to be as. And I see Draven as a character who knows how to use multiple weapons as well, right? He's a knight. Knights are trained in multiple weapon usage. So a Warhammer, I imagine he would definitely be better with a blade, but I imagine he would know how to use a Warhammer as well. So let's not babble too long. Let's get the log here. Tristor Laboratory in Bethany. So do I have to go to Bethany? I think I do. I mean, Tristor. Yeah, I think we do have to go to Bethany. Well, I don't think it should be too long to get there. Alright, let's see. She said it was off the coast. Okay, that's it. 50 gold and 3 days travel time. That's actually not too bad. You know what we should have done? I think we should have cast Mark on Castle Daggerfall. But I don't think... You notice an acrid odor. The ground vibrates underfoot. I don't think it's going to be that difficult to find the werewolf. And this must be it, right? Yeah, it's a giant tree stump. It's one of those things, right, where it's like... Let's cast Acre here. Who built a dungeon? Like, and I can only imagine seeing that, like, from a Tamrielic perspective. From the Bretons. Who built a dungeon, like, inside of a tree stump? Like, underground? Like, what's the philosophy behind that? It's a spell. It's a sorcerer. Okay. Oh, we pacified the sorcerer, but we attacked him. All right. That's one of our bad habits. He absorbed the spell, but the hammer was just enough. Let's take the gold. All right. I think. Could we perhaps? I think I want to. Let's see how much gold we're carrying first, right? Because I'd like to put some gold away. It's a letter. Where's the letter of credit? All right. Well, I think for now it could be that way. Let's Perfect. That spell actually came into use. I also remember Open Doors as a spell from Morrowind. But, well, from here, but I don't know if it counts as alteration in here. I actually want to look that up, what the spells are, like, in terms of schools. Obviously, Fireball is destruction. Let's cast some healing. There we go, we dispatched of him. I really like this tunic. I think Draven is a sort of knight who likes to dress in, reds, like vibrant reds. Adamantium Brigandine boots. We'll take them, even though we're not going to use it. I think we should sell it and see what we can get for it. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This could end... Okay, that made me nervous. 560 gold pieces. Do we have any potions right now? I really did not expect that. Okay, so let's... There's enemies nearby. Alright, let's put the weapon away. Draven knows when to retreat. Come on, he should be able to climb this. Just barely. There we go. Yeah, we need to rest, and we're gonna make a save too. Because if we die here, we have to do all that all over again. And I kind of have a history of not saving when I should. Climbing skill has improved along with blunt weaponry. I hope we get another level up. Let's make a red. Let's make a save here. SD. There we go. The game is saved. Let's take a look at the map. I guess the werewolf could be down there, but we're just gonna... Daggerfall is one of those games where you're just gonna have to check every room and hope it's there. There's a lot of sorcerers here and spell swords. That's a battle mage, and I killed the pacified battle mage. King Edward Part 3. I think we have that book. I'm interested in playing a Red Guard, actually, ever since I read that book, Red Guards and Their Heroes. You know, sort of like a Red Guard knight or something. An Iron Atronach. I don't think we could pacify these, right? No. Okay, I'm wondering if I should take this path. Let's take the forward path first. Okay, this could be a problem. Let's see. I want to use Fireball. Yeah, let's use Fireball. There we go. Well, they have some decent gold. Chain Greaves. There we go. Okay, we'll just leave that. Take the gold. I don't know if it's worth taking ingredients because I'm just going to sell it. I don't think I'm going to do alchemy in this game. I probably will try alchemy in Morrowind since I've never tried it before and I'm curious about it. Okay. Okay, he's pacified. Do you have anything for sale? Just nonsense. Okay, well, you wanna join my party? Okay, so I guess we'll leave him then. Right, he's not a threat. Unfortunately, we could not... She's a sorcerer. Unfortunately, we couldn't acquire her services. Like... Oh, wait, he's helping! Okay, so even though he didn't join the party, he sees me as a friend somewhat, and he died. Well, we will honor him once we leave the dungeon. Fragment on Artaeum. Dwarven short sword. Artaeum, isn't that where the, I may be wrong, the Sigic monks live? Right, I remember something called the Isle of Artaeum. Alright, so we're gonna handle this situation. Hopefully he's willing to see a reason. Okay. So he's willing to join us. Follow me? No, but do you have anything for sale? A steel mail left spalder. Okay, so it's pretty much junk. We'll leave him be. He shouldn't count as an enemy, right? That's a Daedroth, and that's... yeah. I guess Draven is martially proficient enough to handle a Daedroth without magic. I just don't like doing it. Your etiquette has improved. Let's get the gold. The Alakir. I guess we could read about the Alakir. Although they're probably one of my least favorite Redguard factions. Well, are they a faction? I know the Redguards have like knightly orders, and I wonder like how they're related to the Alakir. Let's get some gold. Brief history of the Empire. I guess we could take it. I made a list of the books I've read in Daggerfall, so I could figure out what to read next. Because I don't always remember the name, but I remember the context of what I'm reading. The gold we'll take. Steel Warhammer, a helm. Yeah, the battle mages and sorcerers really have just junk in here. I guess we could heal. Okay, that's deadly. That's a Daedroth. Okay. I don't even know where he came from. Even the sorcerer is helping here. Oh, come on. How did I die? What spell? That was a one-shot wonder. I don't know what happened there. I guess I should have walked away from the situation. What I might do now is... yeah, I'm gonna stay in here. I guess what I will do is take a different route. Right? We could explore a different route. But no, that's a wereboar. That can't... It's a werewolf she mentioned, right? Yes, okay. But that would be funny. If... Could this actually be it? The quest location? You find a diary fragment written in a scrawling hand. I cannot believe Sindasa acted so spitefully just because I broke up with her friend Elizalda Kington. Well, I never much cared for visiting Daggerfall either, and thought we parted amicably. But paying to turn me into the shapeshifters, I just don't get it. Sindasa must be picking up bad ways from those rotten nobles at the Daggerfall court. So Sindasa is very dirty. She paid to have him infected? Now, I guess we would be putting him out of his misery, right? So I want to think about how to handle this. Let's get some healing first. Let's cast Fireball. We could... Elven. I like the way it looks, but it's not as effective. But it's definitely cooler, but I'll take it. It's definitely more visually appealing. Let's get some rest. So, let's wrap our heads around it. Sindasa paid to have him turned into a werewolf just because he broke up with her friend. That's very petty, right? And then, for some reason, people are very fond of Bretons. Although, I myself like Bretons. I like most of the races, actually. Okay, that's an iron Atronach. But, you know, they always portray the Bretons, right? Especially in Daggerfall, as sort of a Game of Thrones-y type of, you know, shady people. Some of them are Arthurian, I guess you could say. Which, those are the ones that Draven would rather, associate himself with. No, let's not rest. We need to set up the camp. I wonder if we could finish the quest with this letter. And sort of, you know, get her to spill the beans. But even if we could, I think Draven would want to put, this, individual out of his misery. Especially since he's a werewolf, you know, he's living in a hole. His life is practically ruined. I mean, I guess there's a chance for him. It's Tamriel after all, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to navigate that sort of situation. But in either case, let's look for a werewolf. But I think we could end the quest that way. But, the body of the werewolf begins to transform before your very eyes. In just a few minutes, it has become a young man who seems to bear strong resemblance to Lysandus. What? Are they related? Let me read that letter again. Oh man. How serious must that be? Well, before we continue, I want to figure out what we're gonna do here. We finished the quest. Let's take the gold, and let's make a save, actually. I guess, yeah, let's overrate the save. That's sort of terrible, isn't it? So I'm guessing they hinted at a biological, you know, sort of connection between them. Let's get rid of him. I'm pretty sure we could figure out more, right? Not within this dungeon, but within her dialogue. Let's take this book because we lost it in Fool's Ebony. Let's get the gold. I think we're about to leave this dungeon. I was not expecting that. I just want to see if we could perhaps get some sort of the first scroll of Bondar. Okay, that's something we haven't read. A rude song. We'll take the gold. And let's make another save. I don't remember the quick save button. I'm gonna have to look at it again. That's definitely something that's very shady about her in general, right? I want to be granted the chance to put her in like prison because that's definitely what she deserves. But maybe we're not getting the full picture. Maybe he did something terrible, right? Something even more atrocious. Anyways, I don't think we're going to find any sort of orcish armor sets, which is what I want. I think I'm satisfied with that in terms of protection. The cost of Daedric is just, you know, is way too much to justify. Okay, so the wild elves, etiquette with rulers. We can't take it, but maybe we could drop something to read it, right? Let's use the potion of standing, and then see if we could take the etiquette of rulers. Okay, we still can't. I haven't used this. Let's put it back on. What can we drop? Let's drop the steel warhammer, I guess. There we go. So if nothing else, I guess we're going to leave this dungeon and conclude the quest. Right? Yeah. Let's cast a recall. You douse the dungeon torch. Considering everything, that's actually... Huh, you notice an acrid odor. You notice a strong acrid odor. Okay, let's save here. And I guess from here we're gonna... I don't think we could take a boat here, right? It has to be a port town with the mod. Let's see if we could do that. Alright? Hopefully it doesn't matter. No, it has to be a port town. Okay, so what's a port town? In Ebony. I mean, not Ebony, Bethany. Homes. I guess anything? Could any of these do, like, work for us? Okay, so there is Kirkbeth Hamlet, right? It's gonna take us a day to get there. Let's use inns. It's free. We're a knight. We're rewarded with free inns for being a just knight. But I think Draven's a just knight. And then from Kirkbeth, let's get some food first, actually, as well, before we commit to the travel. Where's the entrance to this? Okay, here it is. Bread and cheese. I guess that should be enough, and some ale. Is there any shops? There's one shop. I like the name of this tavern, the Savage Cat. Alright, so... let's see. General store. Let's see what they have in here for sale. I doubt it would be anything we'd want to use. Can I sell him the armor sets? No, I can't. We may buy a new camping kit, because that's something that kind of breaks by itself, right? We'll take it after some usage, and we'll buy the rations. Yeah, I think 4 should work. 60 gold. And I think he has a mithril warhammer. That's actually pretty good, but 923. Let me see mithril. Okay, so it's worse. Let's see what else he has. Yeah, I think that should do for now. Okay, so from here we have to go to Daggerfall. 10 days, not bad. I wonder what Sandasa really has to say for herself. And I'm wondering if this game will give us the chance to sort of imprison her. Like, that she had to break at least a few laws of the Empire, I'm sure. Alright? I know the Imperials aren't mentioned here, but they surely exist. Hey, take this, gotta go. You barely see the messenger before you have already lost sight of her. A parchment remains in your hand after the fact. Okay, what's the letter? Client. My good friend, how good it is to know you are alive. I'm happy for your continued success in the face of ambitious adventure. I'm going to ask your help. Please meet me in the Hearthsley residence, my home in Perpetual Oracle of Kinnereth. It is very urgent. I will be here for 1 day. Lysara Garreton. How am I supposed to get there in 1 day? Well, I guess it should be interesting, right? If it's that urgent. It has to be close by. Like, that has to be a trip Draven could make in a day. I don't think we have access to any teleportation services to make that trip. We might miss that quest. Let's deliver this letter, you know, rather quickly. Okay, so we're heading the right way. Yeah, let's get out of this water. That's the last thing we need. Is Draven suffering from more cold? Yes. And this time we will not be attacked. Maybe? Okay, no. It's dead, then, is it? Poor thing. He used to be my brother. I knew it. I really knew it. If you ask me, he died long ago when he first got bit. He hated himself when he became that beast. I wish there'd been another way to help him. I promise I'd tell you about that letter you're looking for, didn't I now? Of course, I remember that letter, sir. It's not every day that you get a letter from the Emperor himself, especially seeing as the king ain't too fond of him. Fact, that's the only letter I've ever seen from him. I give it to Her Majesty, and she's all excited, and she rip it open and says, "This isn't for me. This is addressed to Minnesera." Then boom, her jaw fall open, and her eyes get real wide. She says she'll make sure the Queen Mother gets it, and that I don't have to worry about myself none about it. I don't trust her story. I guess she could be telling the truth. You know, it could be that the brother misinterpreted her actions. But this is Daggerfall, right? It's you know, these Bretons have more daggers in the back than anybody else. You know, they're very sleazy. I don't trust Bretons as much as I like them, especially since they're sort of, I know they're not, but they're like pseudo half-elves, but they're actually human, not half-elf at all. But some of them I've heard have pointed ears, or like a hint of it. I remember a book mentioned it, a book we read earlier, that some of them had elvish features. But yeah, I don't know if I believe Sandas's story, but I guess we can't really get to the bottom of it. It's going to be one of those gray things that we may not be able to discover. But anyway, for now, let's make a save. And we will be back with more of Draven's continuing adventures into the Iliac Bay. Hopefully, in the next video, we could make it to the Oracle of Kinnereth within time. But until then, I will be back very soon this time.